A good Friday midday to you. This VELCO weather hazards outlook is valid the rest of today, Friday, through next Thursday, August the 4th. Low impact utility threat for this period with weaker thunderstorm prospects far southern areas later today, and then on Monday statewide with generally benign thunderstorms. There is a soaking rainfall that will work in from southwest to northeast on Saturday night. This will last through the day on Sunday and into Sunday evening, with total amounts up to around 1.4 inches. In many places in need of rainfall, central and southern Vermont. Cool temperatures for Sunday with near to above normal temperatures, but without much heat indices. The tropics are beginning to stir, and we'll cover that as well. So currently, right now, we have one system that's exiting out of the region, and another one in the Ohio River Valley that's going to get its act together and eventually work in across New York and through the northeast United States, bringing copious moisture to our region. Just a slight chance of a pop-up popcorn shower or thunderstorm across the southern two counties in Vermont today. But otherwise, we're looking at Cape values actually on the decrease this afternoon as cooler, drier air begins to work in around this upper-level trough. Looking at the 6-hourly panels here, we can see this is during the day Friday. And that southern New England storm system, pretty plentiful precip, but out to sea she goes. This gives us a very nice day on Saturday. And then you can see the system here that's converging, a lot of moisture being spread up around this high pressure system heading northbound. A lot of moisture, some heavy rain, in fact, in parts of central and eastern portions of Pennsylvania. As that system develops, it'll squirt into the northeast United States, including Vermont. This is valid by 2 o'clock on Sunday morning. And then you can see that streak of heavier precipitation working through central areas of Vermont. That's probably good for about 1.4 inches. And then a little bit of that tailing off during Sunday night and into the day Monday. A fresh round of shower and thunderstorm activity in its wake with a little surface heating. That continues as showers on the day on Tuesday. And then it looks like we have some decent project weather developing on Wednesday morning. That'll continue into the day on Thursday, with an area of higher pressure and control. Just a scanty amount of an isolated shower. Can't rule that out. Looks like for Thursday afternoon. And then we get into beyond here. It looks like our next weather maker probably toward Saturday, unfortunately, next weekend, where we have some strong shower and thunderstorm activity with more jet stream energy coming over the top of this sort of relative heat dome. Okay, I mentioned that rainstorm, and here it comes. This is basically Saturday night into 8 o'clock Sunday morning. And you can see the streak there right through portions of central Vermont. Roughly Rutland, Addison, looks like southern Washington into Orange County. Looks like the best chances for heaviest rainfall. Skirting a little bit of the northwestern areas of Vermont. This is valid by late in the day on Monday. And that's when we'll have some showers to add to it. Maybe some thunderstorm activity as well. So you can see, using up to Tuesday, total accumulated precipitation here. This is the European model before things completely dry out. 2.7 inches in Addison County. They could really use that. Some parts of the areas around the Green Mountains near eastern portions of Rutland County, 2.2 inches. 2.2 inches in St. Johnsbury, 1.9 Montpelier, 1.7 at Morrisville Stowe, even 1.5 inches up around Jay Peak. Looks like the southern St. Lawrence Valley region never really gets into it, but that lower amount of precip just in the far northwest Champlain Islands. But some healthy rainfall. This will be a big soaker. 7-day total accumulated precipitation from the Weather Prediction Center, and you can see better than 2 inches across portions of central Vermont. This looks to be pretty accurate. It looks like they're following the European model's idea here. But even the GFS is starting to come around on this with heavier rainfall as well. Okay, let's talk temperature. It looks like the 5-day maximum temperatures will be running about 3 degrees below normal. This is weighted due to the fact that when that soaker moves in Saturday night into the day on Sunday, temperatures will be very, very cool. Basically can't get out of the 60s, so this is weighted downward. And then those temperatures pop up into the 70s and then eventually toward the 80s as we get into the later part of next week. What about 3 days later? Let's see how we, there we go. Neutral to running about 3 degrees above normal. And you can see that that's again weighted by some of that cooler air. But conditions are on their way back toward warmer than normal conditions eventually. Looking at the GFS ensemble, the plumes, you can see it's all weighted with this very heavy rainfall, this good soaker that moves in on Saturday night, first day of August, Sunday, and we're looking at decent amounts of rainfall here. GFS, in my opinion, probably about 1.7. This is centered on Burlington, which will probably have the least amount. So other areas of southern and central Vermont could be up into that 1.5 to 2 inch, maybe 2.3 inch category. This is centered on Burlington again, and this is the GFS ensemble. You can see temperatures generally in the 80s, and then we lower with cooler temperatures on Sunday. Monday indicates cooler temperatures, and then we rebound and temperatures head back up. This is roughly 85 degrees. Again, this is centered on Burlington. Putting this by around the 5th or 6th of August, we should be seeing temperatures knocking on the door. 90 degrees once again. A lot of warm weather still around the corner. Incidentally, we've just passed climatological halfway point of summer. That was back on the 22nd of July. We got a lot more warmth ahead. Not a whole lot going on in the Atlantic Basin except a couple easterly waves. This one that's south of the Cape Verde Islands here, 40 to 50% cyclone formation over the next 5 days. A weaker one out ahead of that is up to about 30%. Both of these look like they're Southern Caribbean based. That means trouble for the Windward Islands and the Lesser Antilles, and looks like south of Cuba, south of the island of Hispaniola. No issues for North America. That's it from here. Enjoy Saturday, and plan for indoor weather on Sunday. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.